Hello, hello everyone, it's Shelly and we are chalking history with another demo tonight. Thanks for hopping on. If you see a red live box at the top left corner of your screen, you're with me live, say hello. If you're catching the replay, thanks for stopping by, say hello. All right guys, we'll be right with you in a second. Hello, hello. Oddly enough, I am not seeing who is saying hello. It just says Facebook user on my end. I believe that's Kathy. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Thanks for sprinkling and sharing. We will get started in a moment. Our text messaging system just went out. If you would like to be notified when I go live by a simple text, let me know. Go ahead and drop the word text in the comments. This way you won't miss any notifications. Facebook has not been very reliable these days. All right. Make sure we are up and running. Okay. I am fine. I hope you are as well. Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday night. We are doing a Watts of Love transfer tonight. I figured it's a Wednesday, so a lot of people they demo Watts of Love on Wednesday. So let's do that. We're going to hop right in. Today we're working with the Something Good transfer. It's a B-size transfer. It says, I hope something good happens to you today. I really like that message. I think that's a really nice message. We're going to use our 9x12 palette sign today. So it could either be displayed this way, or you can display it up and down. I am going to shrink that a little bit there for you. Or you can even do it on the opposite side. The opposite side is chalkable. It does not have that whitewash look to it, but it is painted white and can be chalked. So if you like to use your double-sided surfaces, this is a good one to use. All right, so we're just going to put that back this way. All right, let's get started. Let's get our transfer out. So whenever this transfer is purchased, $2 will automatically go to Watts of Love. And when they reach $50 in donations, that is equal to 1 solar light, which will help a family on average of 7. So it could be like 5 people in a family and 2 friends, or just 5 single people. So it does a lot of good for these people. All right, first things first, let's mark it up. Something good. And I'm just going to say Watts of Love. 23. All right, put that aside for a brief moment. Let's go ahead and grab our brand new wax. Yay! And we're going to wax this up. All right, let's see if I'm seeing comments. Not yet, so we'll see if more people hop on. I haven't done this in a while, and I think I'm going to let's distress this a bit. We haven't distressed in a long, long time. So let me find, now of course, using a hand sanding block is more effective, or like an electric. But I'm going to use just one that I can hold in my hand. This one's pretty used, so we're going to see what kind of distressing we get. But I'm going to go around the edges and take off some of that whitewash look that they put on there. I'm going to do it over my garbage, so hang on a moment while I spin over there and we roughen up the edges. Actually looks pretty good already. Okay, 2 sides are done. I like to do it over the garbage so that most of my dust ends up in the garbage and not all over my desk. Okay. All right, I think we did pretty well. Now you may or may not see it, but you might see there is a light tan kind of outline. Okay. Try to work on the edges. You can see maybe all of that dust that's kind of falling off onto my table. You can see it collecting. I definitely want to clean that off. Okay. Put that aside. Let's get some wipes. Clean up our mess. It's a messy little technique, but I like the look. And we haven't done it in so long. All right. Throw that in the trash. I'm also going to just lightly take a wipe and wipe down the board. We're not soaking it, but we're just going to get off whatever excess dust is sitting on top. Okay, and then you can really see the edge of that board. All right, grab a paper towel, and I'm just going to dry that up some. Okay, let's grab some of our wax. Now, you could do like the inner parts of your surface too. Some people like to do it. This is a palette board, right? So there's 3 little palettes that they put together. So it doesn't completely connect. So there are spaces there. All right, but we're gonna apply some wax because it is a wood porous surface, okay? So I'm going with the wood grain. I'm going up and down. I don't really want to get too much wax in between because I just don't want huge hunks of wax. But we're gonna do the entire piece, and then I'll kind of go across a little bit here. All right, so we've applied it. Now I'm going to get another piece of a dry paper towel. And then I'm going to buff it. What that means is I'm going to rub it in, and just kind of the friction of me rubbing it back and forth will kind of warm it and soften it a bit. And then it gets really good into those wood grains. All those little nooks and crannies. All right, so just by going back and forth, I'm creating a friction that will get off any excess, and it will kind of push it into that wood grain. All right, you'll see a nice glare. Let's see if I can catch it. So it's nice and ready to go. Okay, push this aside. So we're going to keep it extremely neutral today. All right, and I have my inspiration from this ribbon that I found that I had yesterday or the day before. We used a little bit of it. So I thought I would use these same colors. So there's creams, black, white, gray, and then a little kind of brownish camel looking color. Okay, so that's the colors we're going to use. We have a white board. We're going to use camel, black, and storm gray. All right, let's go ahead and remove our transfer. And we're just going to work it up. I'm watching my sides so that I can center it from side to side. And I'm also checking my bottom and top. Okay, and then when I think that looks good, I'm going to rub it down. And I'm rubbing it with the grain of the wood. Okay. I'm just going to get a squeegee, and you can really push it down with a squeegee. All right, you want it nice and flat against your surface. You don't want any little lumps or bumps or little wrinkles. So what are we going to do about, let's see if I could get it to show up. Okay, wait a minute. See right here? That's where two of the palettes meet, and there's one right here too. So it's not straight and smooth across. So what I'm going to do is kind of take that edge. I'm going to really dig it in there to make sure that screen is flat against there. Okay, you'll have just a minimal amount of like where there's a lot of mesh, it may spread a little bit, but that is one reason why we do the wax too. All right, so we want to get it really deep in there. Same on this side. This side's worse than the other side with the depth difference. Okay. All right, I think we're good. Let's open our colors. We have Storm, Black Velvet, and Camel. All right, so I think, all right, so these little swashes, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That we're going to do one color. Then we have a little swash here, and then this here. We'll do that a second color, and then everything else we're going to do in a different color. So we just have to decide what we're going to do with what. I think I'm going to make these little swashes camel. Hi, I see fine. Sorry, Jane Han. Oh, sure. You know, the palettes can be tricky. Tips are always good, right? Tips are always welcome. That's what they say in the restaurant biz, right? Okay, also when chalking, don't go across a palette board, okay? You want to go with the grain of the wood, or you want to go with this joint. That's a good way to word it, okay? Because you don't want the paste to get underneath there. So we're just going to go up. All right. That will also reduce your chances of it spreading. Hello, Susan. Okay, this one does not land on a joint, so we're just going to chalk this one as normal. Susan, how have you been, friend? Okay, that one's done. Again, this one is over a joint. So we're going to just chalk that. Okay, this one is not. And this one kind of hits a little bit of the edge there, so we're just going to be careful. All right. Okay. All right, excess back in jar. We're not going to use this one anymore. Let's go ahead and give our squeegee a quick wipe down. Thank you. Yes, if you go ahead and use your mobile devices and scan that code there, that QR code, then all you have to do is it will open up and it will load your cart with the products we're using tonight. And remember, if that transfer is bought, that $2 goes toward the Watts of Love Foundation. Okay. I am going to, gosh, I normally would tell you to lift, but we're going to try not. So let's get this other little swirly done. And then we might lift. Okay, again, I'm kind of crossing over a couple palettes here. Oops. Oopsie, a little bit of the storm fell off. Let's get this one here. I love you, Watson Watts, too. We have a transfer that says that. Okay. All right, we got that. All right, so let's put that back in there. I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to kind of lift. Let's lift this way. Let's start it drying. Because we don't want it to dry in our silkscreen mesh, so we want to make sure we get that off and start the drying process. We want it stuck on our surface, not in the mesh. Okay, then we're going to let that just kind of roll itself back. Let's go ahead and lift this bottom. I did. When we first started, I did. I love doing that. Okay, let's get this one dried up. Now there is a little bit where it did hit the joint of the pallets, and it kind of traveled a little bit, but we can pick that right out with our detail tool. So let's just get it dry. Let's finish our transfer, and then we'll make the fixes. All right. We're just going to let that fall. All right, so we don't have to worry about pushing down anywhere else that we've chalked already. Okay. We just want to make sure everything else is down. Let's see, I see a little bit of a bubble here. There we go. There we go. Do that again. Then just pay particular attention to where that anything folds over the joints there. Okay, press that down. I'm going to take our squeegee again. Show me the puppies. They're upstairs. They're sleeping. That's why I'm live. I do need to show you the puppies. One of these days, probably will bring them down again. I want to say Mobley came on. He came live with me when we first got him, I think. I would have to have someone right next to me so that they could grab them. Okay, now we're going to chalk the rest, and we're going to do that in black velvet. I'm going to put my glasses on, and I'm going to tilt this because I have noticed one thing about these new transfers is they do have quite a glare in the lights. Has anyone else noticed that? That there's quite a glare on them. Okay, so I'm trying to stay away from what we've chalked. Again, I'm going with the grain of the wood, especially because of those parts that are next to when they're jointed together there. I also think that gives it a lot of character when you do things like on a palette board, because it's not really meant to be perfect. You're supposed to see the separation, right? Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm going to accidentally go over something I don't want to go over. Yes, Susan, I distressed it right as we started. Okay. Took my hand sanding block and did it. Okay, I think we're covered. Let's go ahead and take our excess, put that there, and then slowly peel it up just so you can see if you've missed anywhere. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Oh my goodness. Yay. So good. All right. Look how good that looks. Oh my gosh. That turned out really well. I haven't played with our palettes in a while. Every once in a while, it's just really nice to get back to basics. You don't always have to be fancy. Something like this is very classy. Thank you, Kathy. All right, so let's get it dried up. We're going to take our detail tool, and then we'll kind of just fix up a couple spots. And then we will put this up for auction tonight. How's that sound, guys? What will happen is the auction will start at $25 will be the opening bid. $5 increments. I will make a separate post, and that's where you can do all your bidding, and then I will ship it to you for free after you make your donation. All right, let me do some touch up. Thank you, Susan. We're just going to touch it up here. Thanks to our wax, it's coming off very nicely. Okay. Okay, worst case too, you can always get a white chalk marker, which we sell, and that'll cover it up too. Okay, let's see. Here we're missing a little bit, so we'll fill that in. And then I got a little bit of the gray, so I'm going to try to scrape that off. Worst case, I'll go back over it with, yeah, see, it's kind of taken everything off. I'll go back over it with the camel. Okay, so we're going to fill in a little spot there. So let's get, I am going to get, don't see, I'm looking for a certain thing from our artist toolkit, and I don't see it, so it might be dirty still. But we're going to fill this in. We're just going to dot that. Okay, and then we'll fill in here. All right. Just trying to touch up a little bit over here. It's kind of, I wouldn't say difficult, but when it's right there on that joint, it's hard to stop that from happening. All right, I think that is good. Let's get everything dry, and then we'll show you a little close-up. Hey, Neva, thanks for hopping on. Might do a little touch-up as soon as I find my white chalk marker. But how awesome is this? Okay. Awesome. I'll get you up nice and close here. All right, so this will be up for auction momentarily. We'll get it, I need to take a picture of it, and then we'll get it uploaded. Starting bid is $25 with $5 increments. All right, we also need to add our fibers. Ooh, that's gonna look so good, I think. Let's see. I think what I'll do is we're just gonna wrap it. I was thinking of wrapping it so that it kind of goes under here. But it kind of covers up a little bit of that transfer. So maybe we'll just take it up a notch. Okay, so I would try a stapler, but I think that will be, this is really hard wood. I don't think a stapler will go through it very well. So I think we may have to hot glue, and that means I need to get my battery. So let me go grab my battery. We'll get it all set. All right. Okay. Jane Ann, that is the our detail tool. It's got like the pick on the end. This is fantastic for our boutique surfaces. It'll just chip it right off. And then it works pretty good on a wood surface too. But it's phenomenal for the boutique surfaces. All right, let's get this guy warming up. So that's the detail tool. All right, let's see here. Make sure I cut enough. Let's wrap it. There. There. So we're going to take this about 14 inches, I think. Okay, there's one. And I'm going to take some of our transfer placement tape here. I'm just going to kind of go over these edges to kind of keep it together. Okay. And then again, we'll do another 14-inch piece. Snip that off. Okay. As soon as our glue gun is hot and ready, we will start. But this is what I was thinking. We could just lay it down on the top and the bottom. It's just such neat. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different strands of just different fibers. I really like that. How unique, right? So pretty. All right, so as soon as we're getting hot here, we will start that. We can go ahead and just clean up our tools. Again, so our auction will start at $25. Wait until I get it posted before we start with the bids. So as soon as someone starts with the initial $25 bid, we'll go with $5 increments. Let's see, today's Wednesday. Let's go till Friday. And then we'll pull a winner, or we'll see who has the last bid. And then they will make that flat donation on my website, and I will send out this lovely project to you for free. Yay. And thanks to everyone. I am officially a light maker for Chalk Couture, and I am so proud and honored to be able to support that foundation. They do so good for these people. So many good things. Okay, I think we're almost done here. One more wipe. Okay, I think that one's clean. And then all we'll have to do is clean our transfer and we'll be all set. Okay. I think we're hot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring over a paper towel. And I'm going to lay it on our mat here, just so that I could kind of start this over on this side. Okay. And so I'm going to put a good old, big old glob of melted glue over here. And then we're going to kind of just make sure that almost all of those fibers are glued down. Watch your fingers. It's hot. It's very, very hot. Very, very hot. All right, then we're going to do the same on the top. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, let's put a big old gob of glue here. Oh, ow. Ouch. That hurts. That is so hot. So hot. You guys, thank you for the love. I missed that. Ouchie, ouchie. That hurts. We just don't want it to come up, so we want to make sure it's nice and glued and dried. Goodness, little glue strings everywhere. Okay. Then what we're going to do is pull it across the front. If there's a certain color strand you want noticeable, try to bring that up to the top. I'm going to try to pull it somewhat tight here. Okay. Then we're going to do that again. We're going to put some glue down here. Ouch, my finger still hurts. And then we're going to pull and then kind of roll that down. All right. Oops. Okay. I will say that the glue is especially hot tonight, and I think it's because it's a brand new battery. I think that has a lot to do with it. Okay, so there's the bottom. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now let's do the top. Pull them all taut. Again, if there's certain colors you want up top, make sure you're bringing them to the top level here. And then we're going to pull. Trying to keep them straight here. That clear one is pretty. Okay. I'm going to wrap this around. again with the glue. Bring it all down. I'm just going to kind of roll it. Once the glue is all dry, you can take it right off your tool. It doesn't stay on there forever, which is kind of nice. Nothing really sticks to it. Okay. Make sure that glue is nice and dry. Okay. All right. I'm excited to see what it turned out like. Oh my gosh. I love this. So pretty, you guys. So pretty. I hope you guys liked tonight's demo. I hope it gave you some inspiration or some ideas of how to use common things like some threads and fibers that you might have in your artist chest and you just don't know what to do with it. Here's an idea for you. All right, guys, thanks so much for hopping on tonight. I appreciate you. Again, be patient while I get this photographed and up on the Facebook page. We'll get that up as an auction and get that bidding fingers out there and get going. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye for now. Thank you.